right. Hey, we're back.
We're back again.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID.
We're still
other
around.
things. Yes, we're still around.
Some people claim COVID's still a thing. I've heard about it.
I felt it.
I've heard about it. He
Yeah.
felt it. Check us out on Rumble. No more
Yes.
popcorn. That's the future, unless various governments try to shut them down because they won't cancel Russell Brand.
Oh God, that
Apparently,
thing.
they're going
Yeah.
after Rumble now, but we're trying to be on.
Oh, Rumble pretty much said "fuck you" to them.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
they
good.
said. So good for Rumble.
Yes. So we watched Austpolitation.
Yeah. So this was a blind buy for me.
Yeah.
Went
Local
to
store.
local store Grindhouse Video. I was like, oh, it's over there. Me and my family's eating Olive Garden. It's like, let's walk over there. Let's see what it is. They were cool people. They let my daughter in. And I think it's like only 18 and up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they sell classic, tasteful porns in there too?
They do.
They do. Okay.
They do. It's kind of. You don't have to walk through beads in the section, which that would be cool. But no, it's like
the beads would be cool. Yeah, retro.
It's just off to the corner. Like you gotta talk to the person. Like, can I?
Yeah.
Can I look at those?
Can I see the special selection?
Yeah. What are these? And
Yeah.
they had a few off to the side where you can see it. But yeah, I just picked it up. Dude's like, yeah, that's some Austpolitation there. I said, what?
Yeah.
It's Australian film. I was like, oh, okay.
It's bad Australian movie.
Yeah. Bad Australian martial arts movie from
So
88.
1988, Day of the Panther.
Day of the Panther. There's quite a bit of confusion of is this guy in the triads? Is he not in the triads?
Yeah, they start with this weird, goofy ceremony where this man and woman are being inducted into a secret martial arts society called the Panthers.
Just the Panthers.
They're not the Black Panthers,
No.
they're the White Panthers.
He did do the fist, though, after he got burned.
They do this thing, and then all of a sudden we see a drug deal goes bad with the triads, and
Which is still weird to me. These two, the guy and the girl, Blade is his name, and the girl, I don't
Jason
remember her
Blade.
name.
ugly girl that doesn't matter.
She does not take photos well.
Also does not kick well.
Yeah, no, she does not. They were just walking around and decided, let's go in this Chinese restaurant and take pictures. Like, there was no rhyme or reason to it.
No, I mean, they were supposed to be investigating something.
Yes.
But we find, they are undercover cops.
Yeah.
We find out later that they are posing as in some triad enforcers, but they're also undercover Hong Kong police.
Yeah.
But yes, they take pictures of this drug deal that goes bad, and then they end up running away, and then they track these drug dealers to Perth, Australia.
Yeah. Which I think they're from Australia. They are from Australia. They got a base in Australia with the dad. Kind of. The dad
Let's
lives
do
there.
these shots.
Yes,
Just before we get into the whole ass thing, yeah. So that one girl's dad was the one that got them into this secret martial arts thing. And he is just straight up criminal, apparently, from what we learned later. He is just triad.
Oh, that dude is?
Yeah, the dad
Okay.
is. Yeah. But then it's just... She tracks him down first. She gets to Australia first, and there's this whole long deal where she's fighting these guys in this warehouse, running around
With the pig mask. And
there's guys in different masks, old man masks.
That was a long chase scene.
It was a very long
Yeah.
time.
I feel like 15, 20 minutes.
Yes. And while he's getting there, she's going through this whole thing, and she ends up getting killed by their main bad guy, henchman. Not the top bad guy, but the henchman.
He's
Baxter.
like the young Eddie Izzard.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, you mean yeah. We figured out that 1980s Perth, Australia is sort of like bizarro 1980s Miami, but slightly gayer.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird. It's really weird.
This man was like wearing this weird like vest thing with woman sports coat and slippers. He was one of my favorites.
A lot of neons. Yeah. But see, I like his boss even more, who I said was sort of a cross between Barney Fife and Tony Soprano.
Describes him perfectly.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants, but he's got some funny jokes.
He's like getting all pissed about this shit. He's on his boat and he's walking by all these girls and bathing suits. He's
downstairs.
He's like, you downstairs, you get the fuck out. And he starts yelling at these other people. And he's just this. He's a funny character. The way he looks, he's ugly as fuck. He's super ugly, and just he has these shades that flip up. So he's always talking to you, and he flips up his shades
anymore.
Yeah, they just look too cool. I guess.
So was he heading? He was heading down there before she got killed, right?
Yeah, he was on his way because he told her to wait.
Yeah.
And she's like, "No, I'm
already
going."
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's a mission of I got to find out who killed her. Right.
But then
And then that gets
he
lost.
really never cares about her. Never mentions her again. He ends up, it's a classic tale of pretending to want to work for the bad guy to get into his security, which we have literally seen in like 3 of these fucking
I loved how he
movies.
did it. He's like, I got to get closer to them. I'm going to get a job
Yeah.
at this boat store. He's like, I don't like you, these boats.
He's like, I don't like your boats. Fuck you. I'm going to beat all your dudes up. They're like, okay. Then he's like, call me.
Calls him. He's like, I like your style.
Yeah, I like your style, kid.
Meet my boy at this boat dock.
Come down here. We're going to have a rub down and see how you do. So yeah, that's kind of how it goes. He's just getting in there, and then there's fighting.
Yeah,
it's okay. It's definitely not the worst we've seen,
yeah.
but it's serviceable.
It's a better Australian film than we've seen.
I don't know, that one we watched. It did have some charm to it. I can't remember the name of it.
Which
the one with the girl running around the desert.
Oh yeah, there was some stuff in it, but I feel this one was a bit better.
This was a bit better overall.
Yeah,
that one was just. Yeah, this one was overall better.
Yeah,
it had a feel of some of the Hong Kong movies.
Right.
The less, not quite as good Hong Kong movies we've seen.
I don't remember if it said if it was this one or the next one, but it did say it was filmed on site in Hong Kong and then filmed in Australia.
This had nothing in Hong Kong.
No.
They tried to act like it was at the beginning, but it was obviously just a
So
room.
that one's got to be the sequel.
Yeah,
the sequel they got more.
This
money.
was all in Australia,
Yeah.
definitely. But yeah, it's this thing where we have the. This is the thing I always complain about, where they want to have these martial arts movies. They're not going to have the really good Chinese kung fu guy, or the really good Korean taekwondo guy. So we'll have the best white version of that we can have.
Yeah.
And it's always this bland, boring dude that is just kind of shitty at acting.
Yeah,
and
he's always got a smug look on his face.
He's very smug.
Yeah,
they always have muscles. They get that.
Yeah,
and they can kind of kick.
Yeah,
but it's not. I fucking hated this guy. The main guy. He was kind of goony. His face. He was kind of a goon.
Yeah,
I mean, very good. Listen, very good body, hard body. We saw
nice
him.
Body.
They wanted to let you know.
I want
multiple workout scenes with this guy.
Got a girl dancing in front of him, trying to let him know, "Hey, I'm down to fuck," and he's like, "Meh."
He's like, "I'm busy."
Yeah, I got this job to do tomorrow. I gotta go. Get money for these drugs.
So yeah, it's main guy is lame. The best people in this is the bad guys. The criminals are definitely more entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we have this. They try to do this side thing of these 2 cops that are following them around that are trying to be like comedic relief.
They were kind of good in some parts of it.
Yeah, because it was so bad. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Yes. The 2 goofy cops chasing him around for literally no reason.
No reason.
Because their boss knew that he was an undercover cop, but he didn't tell them.
That part was terrible. Like, why do you need to keep this information from him? I guess so that they actually follow him. I don't know. But like, no, he's not really a bad guy. He's an undercover thing from Hong Kong, and he's cool. But he doesn't tell him that till like towards the end of the movie. He's like,
Yeah.
"Oh no,
you guys
he's
have been
fine."
wasting time
Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, what do you? Yeah. We get a couple bland non-sex scenes.
I think there's more sex scenes in the sequel.
Yeah.
That's how it leads in the trailer when I was watching it.
It's,
Yeah.
the thing about a sex scene is you either want it to be just over the top too much,
Yeah.
or really awkward and bizarre in some way.
Awkward is my
awkward
favorite.
is the best.
Yeah.
Night Beast, the
my God.
penultimate sex
Yes.
scene of
Amazing.
all sex scenes.
I showed like the YouTube censored version of that to Tavy,
Yeah.
not the uncensored version of it to her yet. That's the best one.
If you want either that or a lot of like bumping and grinding, like some Andy
yeah.
Sedaris just fake poops and humping for like 20 minutes for no reason. With really cheesy jazz.
Yeah.
But
But yeah, the sex scenes, it was bad. Like,
it was like 20 seconds.
several times you're like, this new girl that replaced the daughter that was hanging out with the dad, she's pretty much throwing herself at this man.
Oh yeah.
Just dancing in front of him.
Strong fuck me
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
Let the hair down. She's like, look what I can
Dirty
do.
dancing.
And he's just sitting there, just like, I got things to do.
Yeah.
I gotta go. And then after, was it the second dance thing or something like that?
Eventually,
Yeah. It just cuts to clothes on the floor, tugging really tight, and then that was it.
Yeah.
It was a big letdown.
Yeah.
Big letdown for the 80s, especially 88.
Come on, 80s.
Come on.
You know?
Got all this cocaine. It's like, let's be free.
But yeah, you know, they get to this whole thing of we're gonna have a tournament. So you think there's gonna be this big drug-fueled betting? They're gonna stage. They're gonna fucking.
They were fixing the fight.
Fix the fight. Never even happens. They just end up fighting before it.
Would have been awesome if they had that. And well done, of course. But yeah. But no, you don't get to see that.
Yeah, it ended up being, they found out that the guy was undercover cop, and then it's like, oh, well, we just need evidence of drugs. Well, there's like piles of drugs underneath this
Here's
fucking theater where
Yeah.
we're going to have these fights that the rich people go to, you know, like they do.
Nobody knows where it's at, but it's by invite only. But here it is.
So then they have all these fights. There's, they're running around fighting, but it's just whatever. It's fine.
It's Australia.
It's Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't see Crocodile Dundee or the Crocodile Hunter in there, so why do I care?
Exactly. Not one mention. That's not a knife.
Yes.
This is a knife.
Not a single time.
Not one time. Around that time when this movie was made.
Yeah.
No knives mentioned. No crocodiles.
No.
But a snake was in there.
There was a girl in the had a snake crawling her when she was trying not to be raped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By a man with fishnet that didn't cover his nipples. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say Bizarro Miami.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to scores.
Sure.
What do you think? Well, give us your score.
I would give this probably a 3. It's going into this thing to be a bit wackier.
Yeah.
What for me kept it as a 3 was main drug dealer villain. He was a cool dude. Then you had, what was it? Oh, the one joke from the dad of the daughter. He was like, "Yeah, your relaxation workouts or exercise."
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
I still wasn't ever sure if that was his daughter, but it kind of had that feeling, which is kind of
Well,
weird.
at the beginning, he's like, "I'm proud of my daughter."
No.
Oh, the new girl.
The new girl.
Yeah, the new girl.
The new girl was like, she worked at his business.
Yeah, I think that was just the new girl. He was like,
Wanted to bang.
yeah, but
couldn't quite get in there.
took her in as my daughter's out doing this. You'll be my daughter, but I might try to bang
I'm going to
you.
replace my daughter, but I might also try to bang you. Yeah, kind of like that.
He's just kind of upset that that girl's trying to bang the dude.
Jason Blade.
Yeah, Jason Blade.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed this one, this Australian film.
Yeah,
but it'd be a 3. Just the one's long ass scene that felt like 15, 20 minutes long of the initial girl being chased and fighting, like that
totally unnecessary.
It was unnecessary.
Yeah,
it was definitely a time filler.
This is an hour-and-a-half movie.
Yeah. And that felt like that was most of the movie to me.
I don't know what it is. I think on a different day I would give this a lower score.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm in a good mood. I'm hyped up. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Something about how much I like the villain and hate the main dude. Yeah. Something about the whole goofy Australian accents. I want to, say a probational 4 out of 5.
Probational 4.
Yeah, it's a probational 4. I got to see how good the sequel is. We got to watch that. But I had a good. I didn't get bored. Even though it is kind of overly long at the beginning.
Yeah.
There's enough things to either joke about or laugh about or hate that it keeps you into it.
Yeah.
And so I was having fun with it. So we haven't seen a lot of Australian movies.
No.
And it is.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It is weird.
I like that. I like Australia. Of course, we know Australia doesn't even actually exist. It's a conspiracy from the globe-tard government.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who would send prisoners to that island?
No, it doesn't.
It's
a fiction.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a complete fiction. You would fall off if that was actually the thing. So we know it doesn't actually exist.
Yeah.
But it was fun. I don't know. It's not amazing. Martial arts are not the worst we've seen, but they're fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's enough goofy stuff to keep you into it. So yeah, there you go. 4. I'm gonna give it a probationary 4 out of 5. See how I feel next week.
That did remind me. I did enjoy it. So like the initial girl getting chased, she takes out those like 5 dudes in the mask.
Yeah.
And then the young Eddie Izzard comes up. She's trying to fight him, and he's just standing there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're right. I forgot that. I said that was the best scene of this movie. So it's like this girl. It's like she can barely stand up. She can barely kick. And then you see what it would actually look like if a girl like this tried to beat up a 200-pound, 6-foot man. Yeah. And he's just like, and just like slaps her, knocks her down. Every time she hits him, he's just like, what? It's like when my little sister tried to attack me when we were kids.
Yeah.
I would literally just like hold her by her head and she'd swing at me. And I'd like push her down. It's exactly like that. But yeah, that was funny.
That was a good scene. And he's like, I'm going to throw the switchblade at you.
Yeah, and he killed her by throwing a switchblade at her, which was so dumb. But see, we should have seen that go into her face, but they didn't really show it. It wasn't. This movie held back.
Yeah,
it definitely
held back. They probably didn't have budget for it. Probably got more budget on the second one.
Yeah, we definitely need to watch the second.
Yes, I agree.
You did pay real money for it.
I did.
So there you go. I think it's worth watching.
Oh yeah. Get this.
Day of the Panther.
Day of the Panther. You're probably gonna have to buy it. I don't think it's on streaming, but from Umbrella Corporation or something.
Umbrella. Okay.
Is the company.
Yeah, this looked like a nice package.
Nice package for you.
I feel like Brian might have mentioned Umbrella to me actually recently.
Yeah, I think so.
He's on top of his physical media.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Check us out on Rumble.
Check it out.
Forget about YouTube. We don't like it.